Welcome to Fun Health with your host, Dr. Tanya Gold, your happiness doctor. Dr. Gold is a medical doctor who specializes in natural medicine and has been in practice for over 23 years. She's also a registered yoga teacher, public speaker, and published author. Dr. Gold has transformed thousands of lives through her ability to make wellness fun using her behavioral associative conditioning method and new 20-second workouts. If it's fun, it'll get done. Dr. Gold believes you're not a diagnosis. Your health matters. Know you're not alone. Dr. Gold cares. Remember, you're a bright, shining light in this world. Keep shining.
Hey friends, welcome to the Fun Health Podcast with Dr. Gold here. I am so excited to introduce you to this person I met who is just near and dear to my heart. She is an inspiration. She is uplifting, motivating, and it's, just a person that you definitely want to listen to. So her name is Jax Martinez. She is a full-time elementary school teacher, fitness instructor, mom, and wife, and has time to exercise. She finds the time and practices self-care. It's at the top of her to-do list, and I'm going to ask her about that because I was like, how do you make that time? She said she's always made it a point to stay active from track star through school, setting records and qualifying for state. She's competitive by nature and loves a good challenge for her body and mind. And she also describes herself as a spicy Aries Latina with a lot of energy and passion for making everyone feel empowered. She says she wants others to feel motivated, encouraged, and supported, and powerful in the body they were given. So let's welcome Jax Martinez. Woohoo!
Hi, guys. It's such a pleasure to be here. The honor is truly all mine. Just being able to share something with you that I love so much with this beautiful, beautiful soul, Dr. Gold. It's just an incredible moment in general.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. I can't give you enough
Thank you for having me.
We're actually wearing the same color, which I thought yeah, lots of love, like red, sending out our
love it. Strong, confidence, love that.
Exactly, right before Valentine's Day. Okay, so my first question is just that you've been a track star, a fitness instructor, a mom, and a teacher. So how do you juggle all of these roles and still make time for self-care and staying active?
Well, it doesn't come without a little bit of exhaustion here and there. We're all human at the end of it. But I do have the luxury of staying active through my work. So, instructing with my students, I do the workout with them. So I'm not just standing up there kind of just, giving them orders. I'm along there sweating, pushing through, building those muscles, that confidence, that strength along there with them. And for me, that's part of my self-care. Self-care can be any moment that you take for yourself, whether it's taking 10 minutes to read a book, whether it's taking an extra 3 minutes in the shower to just take a couple breaths, to envision yourself in this present moment right now, or it is simply spending time with a crazy 2-year-old, which is sometimes my self-care fun item. It's just really prioritizing what I find to be the most important, and whether I think I have time for that in that moment or not, it's making sure that it is on the day's to-do list. That is first and foremost, number one, that's got to be checked off.
Gotcha. I love that. So tell me what you teach.
So I teach, honestly, a variety of things. I started off just teaching spin. That's when I initially jumped into this fun little ship that I love so much. And then it kind of progressed into, I started teaching strength training classes. I started teaching boot camp classes. Now I'm doing a lot of Pilates. I'm a little too hyper for yoga, I will say. I love yoga. Oh my goodness, it's like the bane of my existence. It's like the thing that gets me going, I swear. But it's literally a mixture of everything. So every week I teach just a mixture of things: Pilates, boot camps, spin, ab focus, strength training. It's just, honestly, whatever she has for me, whatever is here, sign me up. I'm right there. I love it.
Cool. And as an elementary school teacher, do you teach fitness to the students, or is that something separate?
So the elementary school I work at is kind of separate. However, I have to find a way to bring fitness into there. And so I'm getting involved in the girls track team at the school that I work at. But I'm also starting a little fitness program for my fellow faculty members so that at least once a month or maybe twice a month, we can get together and get a little sweat on, maybe talk about the things that are going on in the school, the craziness, the fun 6 seasons that are coming. But just a moment for them to let it out and let it be okay. Times can be tough, but when you have that support system, you can do anything.
That's so true. It's true. Connection, support system.
Right.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're clearly passionate about the challenges for the mind and body, everything that you do and what you just told us. So what's the most rewarding challenge you've taken on recently?
So the most rewarding challenge that I have taken on recently is me and 3 of my fellow friends, some in which are instructors here at the studio with me, have decided for the month of January, every day we're going to spin or run 3 miles.
Wow.
Now, that is with a lot said, because if you miss a day, those 3 miles add on to the next day. I'm going to say that I haven't spun 15 miles in one day, but it's so fun just to have a reason to get up, to have that accountability group, to have that support system with someone who's doing something that you enjoy just as much as they enjoy. It makes it so much easier. The fact that at the end of the day, we send each other text messages going like, I did it. We send a picture of our watch, of our monitor, of our screen, of us out in the rain running because we want to, because it makes our heart feel so warm and so just like ooey gooey inside. I have no other way to explain it, but like ooey gooey, I swear that has been the most rewarding because it's built a closer friendship with these couple of individuals. It's brought me closer to grounding myself in my surroundings, staying present in this moment, not being so worried about what I'm doing tomorrow, what I'm doing later this evening. It's what I'm doing right now. And it's those 3 miles, whether it's taking me 10 minutes, whether it's taking me 45 minutes, I know that I'm going to do it because I have that support behind me. And that in itself is a challenge that is rewarding in ways that I could never even explain.
Again, very powerful. Thank you so much for that message. I honestly, with my folks too, we're sending texts to each other to encourage them to work out. I do that with my patients as well. And just like, I'm doing it. What are you up to? And, you could do, yeah. I just did a Pilates. I move with Nicole, but I probably want to do your class now. So you can
It would be so fun. I would absolutely love to have you.
Oh, thank you. I'm still a beginner, but I love it. It's
so fun.
Yeah.
No matter where you are.
Yeah. It's tough for me, but it's so rewarding and I'm getting stronger. That's the important part.
Every day. Every day.
So just with balancing life and health, being a mom, teacher, fitness instructor, how do you encourage others, especially busy women, to carve out time for themselves?
So every day is going to be different. Every situation is going to feel like it's something you've never experienced before. There's going to be trying times. There's going to be times where it's easier to say, I'm just going to stay sitting here on the couch. I'll worry about that tomorrow. It's so easy to be set in your ways, stay in that comfort zone. But ladies, what I have to say is don't cheat yourself of that time. You are bigger than your excuses. You can do anything that you set your mind to. It's just giving yourself that little kick in the tushy to get yourself going. It's just remembering why you're doing what you're doing, whether it's for you, whether it's for maybe, your child, maybe it's for a health reason, whatever your reason is, let that be what picks you up, what gets you to that finish line, whatever your finish line. For me, my finish line can be 3 miles, but I know why I'm doing that. It's that accountability group. It's to feel better. It's to push myself farther than I thought I could go. And it all starts with you taking the time for you. It's making you first, because you can't do anything else if you aren't happy, if you don't feel the love for yourself, because you can't be there for those others.
Yeah, that's so true. They always say the heart takes the most oxygen-rich blood because if it doesn't, it can't supply oxygen for the rest of the body. So thank you for sharing that. I always think of when I'm on an airplane too. They always say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first before
Right.
passed out. You can't help somebody else. So,
Right.
thank you.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that makes so much sense.
So empowerment and inspiration. So you mentioned wanting to help others feel motivated and supported. Can you share a personal story of someone you've helped transform their mindset or fitness journey?
Definitely. There's one of my favorite questions to be asked. Literally, I just love because it makes me so misty-eyed to have that kind of effect. I have at school my fellow colleague teacher, her daughter. We're around the same age, and she's in school. She's working on her master's in the medical field. So you can only imagine studying. She is beyond like deep into school, which I love. I praise her for that. But at the same time, she wanted to find time to exercise, find time to really bring herself back because, school gets to her. It gets hard to dedicate a moment for yourself when you're just sitting there. It's for some individuals, you need a class to go to because that's what's going to get you out there. That's what's going to push you to be better than you are in that current moment. And for her, it was me talking to her mom, letting her know about this class. She shows up for one Pilates class, never done any sort of fitness class ever. I think she walked, she would run here and there. But she hadn't done anything in a very long time. And I go, just come to a class. You never know. You don't have to be a great Olympic athlete to come to my class. You just need a mat and you just need to be there. And that was it. And by the end of the class, it was like she had this awakening, like she didn't need to feel alone in that moment, that she knew that she was supported in the community that she decided to become a part of. And from that moment on, she's been to a class every week. Wow. And maybe a couple weeks ago, she went and came to me, or she told her mom more so. And she was like, Mom, I have to let you know, I have not felt this amazing in a long time. She goes, look at my waist. It's slimmer. I know I'm building muscle. I just feel stronger. I feel more confident. I feel so much better in my body than I have before. I feel so much more energized. I feel like I could do so many more things now. I have more time in my day because I'm picking me and not just focusing on the school that I have to do, the work that I have to put in. It's the fact that she took the moment to think about herself. And yes, she will be helping people later down the road in that beautiful career that she's chosen. But right now she needs to take care of herself so she can take care of those individuals. And she made it very apparent to me that I was part of that journey. Mm-hmm. And it gets me every time. Every time.
That's why we're in this field, right?
Right. That right there is why I love doing it.
That's powerful. Again, thank you for sharing that. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's wonderful. And I was also wondering, what's your favorite fun way to stay active that doesn't feel like traditional exercise? Maybe you can show it to us after, if you don't mind getting up and showing it to us.
Oh, of course. So my favorite way to stay active, that's not a traditional way, is I love to dance. Now, I can't tell you that I'm a professional dancer, but like dancing any way to any beat, any groove, just moving my body. I can't tell you, me and my daughter have had a multitude of dance parties. To be honest, and it is my favorite thing. We'll do some, the little twist because she can't do all the stuff, but we'll do like some fun stuff. I'm teaching her how to like sway her hips. It is the most fun. Oh my goodness. It just fills me with so much laughter, so much joy. Just simply dancing, something fun that you can do literally at any second of the day.
Perfect. So I'm going to invite the audience, if you're able to. If you're driving, of course, don't do this, but you can maybe at a red light or pull over, you can shake your body a little bit. It's actually good to do this. But if you're able to, I'd like everybody to stand up. And again, just let's move the body. Let's do what Jax was mentioning. Just kind of shake the body. I like to just shake, get the wiggles out.
I love to shake. Any reason to shake. I like to add little words, little sounds. Because whatever makes you giggle, whatever makes you smile, just get that blood flowing. I wish I had my hair on. I'd throw it around right now.
Shake those arms. Shake
Oh,
out
man.
shake out those
Oh,
hips.
so much.
You shake out the front of the body and the back of the body. Is there any other like specific type of move, or you just say whatever feels good?
Honestly, whatever feels good is what I go with. Sometimes I'll do some dynamic stretches where I'll grab, opposite wrist, pull it to the other side, either side. Maybe I'll interlace those fingers, do like a little back bend. It's really how that body's feeling. If that back is tight, if those shoulders are tight, that core is tight, really just, or if you just want to move that body, then shake it around.
Yeah. And then don't
That's my
forget to
favorite.
smile. Shake,
Always.
shake, shake.
You can't shake without smiling. I don't even know if it's possible.
Thank you for doing that. Let's all give ourselves a nice big hug here. And a nice, beautiful kiss. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Love it.
I love it. I'm just kissing my shoulders, kissing whatever you can reach, or a virtual kiss. Massage out the shoulders if possible, with opposite hands. And then if you have elbow over elbow, just gently rotating those elbows around clockwise and then counterclockwise. Feel a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Good. And then just let's open up to grace. So this is a time to say thank you for having our Creator wake us up today. We're here for a reason, for a purpose. Know that you're a beautiful light in this world. You're meant to shine. You're meant to feel good, have energy. You're meant to move. So bring in that light right now. Stand nice and tall, ground those feet. And know that you are guided, supported, and loved. Give yourself another big hug here. Know these arms are always available for you to give yourself a needed hug. It's actually good to hug someone else, of course, if possible. Heart-to-heart hugs. I always do that. Where your heart's on your left side, give somebody else a nice hug on that side as well. But also give yourself a nice, beautiful hug. That's self-love. Oh, when we're ready, we'll continue. Thank you.
I love that.
So thank you for sharing that fun way. I honestly will incorporate that more. My sister has told me she does dance parties with her girls. Now, you mentioned your daughters too. Do you have any other kids?
Just one daughter for right now.
Yeah. Now I understand that 2-year-old is a lot.
Oh, yeah. I'm learning a lot about myself, if I'm being honest.
So at work too, one of my friends told me, she's a professor at a college, and there they actually have dance parties on Fridays. They can wear whatever, it's casual Fridays, and they, for about 5-10 minutes, they put the music on, and it's just a nice way to have connection with the group. So she said it's a really uplifted morale, and people are working better together because they're connecting more on a human level. So I thought that was really nice to hear that as well.
Oh, I love to hear that. That is how I start my day at my class at school every day. Every day we sing a good morning song, to dance, to jump up. It's the greatest way to start the day, I swear. And I'm singing the song all day.
What's your good morning song? Because I have one too.
It's Jack Hartman, Let Your Sun Shine. Oh, it's the best. Oh, it's literally, it makes me tear up. And I'm like, I've heard it probably 17 million times, but it gets me every time.
I love it.
It's amazing.
So mine, I don't know if it's a made up song. One of my friends on the laughter hotline told it to me. And again, I don't have a great voice, but I'll just, if it's okay to just mention the song. But it says, good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright, shiny faces. This is the way we start off our day. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
I love that.
And I do.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. I do it with my nieces sometimes, and they just smile. We giggle together when we're singing.
Have to.
The good morning song. But I'm going to listen to that. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Okay, so if listeners could take away one thing from your approach to health, fitness, self-care, what would you want it to be?
I would want it to be, We are bigger than our excuses. Yes, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Point blank. Because when we allow ourselves to have that filler, that fluff, that's when we start to doubt. That's when we start to come back down and we don't rise to where we know we can be, where we know we can grow. We can invite that growth in. That is how we progress in this beautiful world. And so right there, then and there, we are bigger than our excuses. Yes, we can. And it's my motto in my class. I probably say it 17 billion times, not million, billion, a little more than a million.
Right.
And it's my favorite thing, and it gets more intense as the class goes on. By the end of class, I've lost my voice because I've been so moved by their power. The power, the energy that fills this room is unimaginable. And it's just, you cannot leave without feeling like you're on this cloud because you took that time for you. And that is my biggest thing. That's how I start my class. I let them know, think about that thing that got you here today, why you showed up, and you let it carry you to the end. Don't leave wishing that you did more. You do it right here, right now, because you chose you. And that is okay.
Yeah.
That is, love it.
I love that. That's,
Oh
again,
my goodness.
so strong, such a strong message. You know, if folks want to get a hold of you or get in touch with you, what's the best way?
Yeah, totally. A really good way to get a hold of me is on Instagram at instructor _ Jax, JAX _ or at Rocket City or Rocket Cycle and Fitness, excuse me, on Instagram as well. That is the studio that I work for. I am on both of those platforms. You won't be able to miss me. I'll just leave it at that. You'll know it's me 100%. 100%.
I love it. I love it. Was there anything else you wanted to share or let the audience know about?
I wanted to let them know that it's okay sometimes to not be okay. It's okay to have a hard time. It's okay that the day may not be going the way you wanted to, the week. Funds aren't funding. It is okay. But at the end of the day, you have to focus on what you can control. And what you can control is how you feel inside. And at the base of everything that you do, it's important to make sure you have time for you. Saying that you don't have the time is you not wanting to get out of your comfort zone, which is understandable. It's comfortable. That's why it's called the comfort zone. But we don't grow when we're in there. We stay, we get complacent, and we let things be easy. We don't want things to be easy because we are capable of so much more than we ourselves allow our brain to and our mind to understand. And once we push ourselves, we propel out of that little moment of fog, as you see this beautiful rainbow of creativity, of ability that you didn't know that you had. And so at the end of the day, focus on you. The time you take for yourself every single day is going to make the most difference. It's going to be the best thing that has happened to you. That is what's changed my life, is taking that time for me and understanding that it's okay to not be okay. But you have you at the end of the day, and that's what matters.
Wow. I'm like feeling it. Those words.
I'm like holding back the tears.
I know, me too. It's okay to
let it
go. Like for clumps here, like all the waterworks are coming.
Right.
Yeah, it's been a lot of challenges going on. I was in actually California during the wildfires, and then we had the hurricane in Florida. Yeah, it's a lot of scary stuff, but you give us hope. And we know exercise is one of the kind of the best ways to deal with stress for your body. It increases blood flow. It lets off steam in a positive light. And it also releases endorphins. So you're just going to feel better. Your heart's going to work better. You're going to breathe better. So, and there's resources out there to help whatever level. So if somebody really is just beginning, and I know you said you have, all they need to do is kind of show up. Is there more, like, do you do one-on-ones, or do you help people if they're kind of, they're tiptoeing in to?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I am there always. I had a student actually last week asked me, she was just getting back into the fitness realm, and she was like, I don't even know where to start. And I'm like, well, first of all, you showed up today for a spin class. Check. Day one is off the list. You're doing so good. All you need to do is just remember why you're starting to do this. Don't let any doubt come into your brain. When that alarm goes off in the morning and you are ready to go to the gym, you wake up and you say, yes, I can. And before you can have a second thought, you get out of bed, you put those gym clothes on that you laid out the night before, and you hop in that car and you get it going. All right. The hardest part is that day one. Day one is the hardest in anything you do. A new job, a new career, a new life. You never know. But that day one is what starts and creates that power that will carry you to your goal, to your end goal, your finish line, whatever that finish line may be. If your finish line is to go to the gym 5 days in a row, day one. Strong day one, it'll carry you to day 5. Promise.
Okay. I love that. And if somebody's like having a hard time, they have been working out, they got off track, they're trying to get back on, or just to maintain, maybe they're getting a little bored with their workouts. Do you have any suggestions for them as well?
Make it fun. My favorite thing to do when I work out is I Latina by heart. I love music in every aspect of the word. So anytime I do any sort of workout, I try to find music that maybe it's music I've heard multiple times, but it's music that always makes me smile, always makes me want to dance, want to move. Music that motivates me to lift myself up. Finding that it can be one song, it can be a playlist of songs, but finding that little tune, because music has a power unknown. It's like, so I can't even pinpoint the specific statement that I want to say that'll make it okay, but like just finding that tune. And if music's not your thing, finding maybe a book, an audiobook, finding a hobby, whether it's going to sit outside at a jog or some high knees while you're sitting outside. It's finding something that you like to do and a way to incorporate it into what you have to do. I like to read audiobooks or listen to audiobooks. And so I incorporate that when I'm spinning my 3 miles. I'll have my headphones on, I'll listen to my book that I want to read. So now I'm taking my self-care. At the same time, I'm staying physically active because I can do both, because that is taking total control of my time and picking me for my self-care. And so at the end of the day, no matter how hard the times are, you are what matters the most. And your ability to push through that little fog is what's going to show you how strong you are and how you can be there for yourself. I can't even say anymore. That was just like pin drop right there.
Yes. And we're going to end on that high note, because I'm already like in a good way, just like, whoa, I can feel like I could talk to you for hours on this.
Oh, I agree 100%.
That message of showing up and just self-care and love, it's there. And we just love you. You're just amazing. And all the,
I love you guys.
Thank you.
So
and
much.
I know. I'm listening. The whole audience, we love you so much. And we're here for you. So anything that we can do, how to reach Jax again. I'll include it in the link. And then, of course, the Fun Health Podcast. We are just so honored to have you, Jax, on it. And just
it's a pleasure to be here. Sharing this fun tidbit with you has been an ultimate joy.
Yeah, it's truly. Yeah, it's all inspiring right now. I'm like, wow. Thank you again.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Mwah. And lots of love.
Love you all so much.